Thanksgiving in my family has always been a performance disguised as gratitude. The table stretches longer than it needs to, the dishes multiply beyond appetite, and my father rehearses pride the way other men rehearse speeches. This year, 14 of us crowded into the dining room. My sister Lila arrived late from the hospital, still in scrubs under her coat. The room brightened when she walked in. My father stood to hug her, our doctor. He announced, as if the title were hereditary royalty. I was in the kitchen finishing the gravy. I work mornings cleaning corporate offices and afternoons caring for an elderly woman with early dementia. My hands are almost always scented faintly of bleach or lavender soap. I don't wear scrubs. I don't carry prestige through the door with me. When everyone settled, my father rose with his glass. To family, he began. To blessings, to success. He turned to Lila first. One daughter is a doctor. Applause rippled around the table. Then he looked at me, grin widening. The other one is a maid. Laughter, real laughter. Not cruel, just easy. But every family needs one, he added. More laughter. I felt my face grow warm, but I didn't lower my eyes. I looked to my husband, Kareem, seated beside me. He gave a tight smile, the kind meant to smooth tension without creating any. He didn't speak. My mother stood quickly. And to Lila again, she said brightly, "We're so proud." The comparison was sealed twice. For a moment I considered staying quiet. I've done it before. I've let jokes pass because correcting them felt exhausting. I've told myself dignity can be private. But we were sitting in the house I bought 3 years ago, with money I saved carefully after a company I worked for shut down. The down payment was mine. The mortgage is mine. Every holiday here has been under a roof my maid. Salary pays for. I stood up slowly. The scrape of my chair cut through the room more effectively than shouting would have. "I'd like to add something," I said. The room stilled. Not dramatically, just enough. "Yes, I clean offices," I began. "I also provide in-home care for 3 families. I pay my taxes. I pay my bills." I paused. "And I pay for this house." My father's smile faded slightly. "I'm proud of Layla," I continued. "But my work isn't a punchline. It keeps this place running. It keeps people safe. It deserves the same basic respect." No one interrupted. Even the forks seemed suspended. I walked to the sideboard and pulled out a folder I had placed there days earlier for unrelated paperwork. I removed a copy of the deed and set it gently near my father's plate. "This home," I said evenly, "is in my name." I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I stated a fact. Something shifted then, not explosively, but unmistakably. The laughter that had come so easily earlier did not return. My father cleared his throat, as if preparing another joke, but none arrived. Kareem finally spoke. "She's right," he said quietly. I didn't look at him. The delay still echoed. "I'm not asking for applause," I said. "Just don't reduce me." Not here. The authority in that moment wasn't anger. It was ownership, literal and emotional. The room understood it. Dinner resumed in a different key. Conversations were softer. My sister avoided my eyes, then later squeezed my hand under the table. My father spoke less than usual. After everyone left, Kareem stood in the kitchen while I rinsed plates. "I should have said something sooner," he admitted. "Yes," I replied. There was no drama in it. Just truth. The next morning my mother called. Her voice measured. "Your father didn't mean to hurt you." "I know," I said. "But meaning and impact aren't the same." She was quiet. Then, "We'll be more careful." It wasn't a triumphant ending. No one apologized publicly. No grand reconciliation unfolded. But something had been corrected. The joke will not return easily, and if it does, it will meet a different version of me, one who understands that reclaiming self-worth isn't about humiliating someone back. It's about standing calmly in what you've built. and letting the room adjust around the truth.